Hey, what's up guys? This is Swaroop here and welcome to my 16th C programming tutorial. In this tutorial, I'll talk to you about something called a switch statement. Well, a switch statement is basically an alternative to the if-else statement which we already know. So what a switch statement basically does is it tests one variable, and depending on its value, it gives us multiple options, multiple choices which we can use to do whatever we want. So let's consider a case where we want the user to enter something, and we want the program to do something depending on whatever he enters. So if he enters 1, do something; if he enters 2, do something else, like that for a bunch of cases. So if I want to do that with what we already know, let's say int number, let's just make it equal to 2, and if I want to do that, I have to make number, if it's equal to 1, then do this. If number equal to 2, do that, so on. So this gets very tough and very time consuming when we have lots and lots of cases like we do in this case, 1 2 3 4 5 6, so on. So we can all include this whole thing into one switch statement. So that is where we use switch statement, and that is where its use comes. So with a switch statement, we can have a lot of options, and we don't have to code those many lines of if statements. So let's just take the input from the user, %d because I have int there, ampersand num because the variable is num. So to write a switch statement, all you have to do is write switch of whatever the variable you want the cases for. In this case, it's num. So a switch statement, as I said, depends on its value. So you have to use the keyword case and followed by the value. Let's say for value 2 and followed by a colon. It's not semicolon, it's a colon, regular colon. So let's say if the user entered 2, I'll just enter 2 back. And after whatever stuff we do here, we need something called a break statement to stop it from entering into other cases. We'll just see what that means in a while. And let's say take another case. If the value of num is 5, let's just copy this. That's way better. Let's change it to 5. Now just copy this whole thing again. Now let's this time make it 8, whatever you want, 8. So after you have written a number of cases, well, obviously you can't go to infinity, right? So you have to make a default case. So that is where the keyword default comes in. So this default comes into picture when the value of number is not 2, not 5, and not 8, but something like 4, 10, or whatever else. So it has to do something. So printf, let's say invalid number, just for fun, and now a break here also. Well, technically a break in default is not required, because let's just say I remove the break here. So it comes here, it prints it, and then it also enters into case and prints also this until it encounters a break. So if we don't have a break, it comes all the way through till the default case, so which is not what we wanted. If number is 2, we only want it to print this and nothing else. So that's why we use the break. But in case of default, there is nothing below it to enter into. So we could even remove that break, but it's just a programming aesthetic to include that. So that is all for the switch statement. Let's just run it and see. Now it is asking me for the input. We have 2 5 8, so let's enter 5 and it gives back 5. Now this time let's go for 8 and it gives me 8. Now we'll enter some random value. say 10, invalid number, because we didn't have a case 10. Now again, let's say if I enter an alphabet like A, invalid. I can even include case A if I wanted to, but in this case I only wanted to make it number, which I don't make. So that's it for this tutorial. Code it a couple of times and you will become a pro in using the switch statement. And I'll see you guys in the next tutorial. See you.